This is the Daily on Shaw TV, Channel 4. I'm Kate Bergen. Together is Amazing. Fill the Foodbanks campaign 2012 is now underway. In 2010, Shaw, along with the Campbell Company of Canada and you, raised more than 2.6 million pounds of food. We could not have done it without the local grocery stores as well. And this year we are setting our sights even higher. We'll have more later on this edition of the Daily on how you can help to put food on the tables of Canadian families who need the help. Also in the lineup, we are getting jiggly with the jellyfish. We're heading to Gabriola Island with Lulu's Local, and Arts Now is on the agenda. We're checking in with a luxury home in White Rock, South Surrey. But first, Derek Johnstone is hawking some public art with the Nanaimo Art Gallery. This is the Daily on Shaw TV, Channel 4. I'm Kate Bergen. The Together is Amazing. Fill the Foodbanks campaign 2012 is officially underway, and we are here in our Boban Drive location in Nanaimo to fill you in, to celebrate, and to help put food on the tables of Canadian families who don't get enough to eat on a regular basis. Doug Steele is the operations manager for the North Island. Let's start with the basics. What is Together is Amazing?
Kate, Together is Amazing is our campaign that we leverage our staff and the communities that we work in right across the country to generate food donations for all of the many food banks across the country.
And there's a lot of people working together. Shaw has thousands of employees across the country, and then other people are coming on board too.
Absolutely. We've got over 14,000 employees right across the country. We're really excited this time, as opposed to our 2010 campaign. We've got our global partners, so we've got almost 3,000 staff at Global right across the country. We are in the homes of almost 30 million Canadians, and we have a reach and are able to communicate them and generate donations and activity for our community food banks right across the country.
Great, and Together is Amazing, and one company who makes it possible to make it as amazing as it can be is Campbell Canada, because we're in a partnership with them to match, is that right?
We are. They're one of a couple of partners. Of course, Foodbanks Canada is a major partner, and Purolater this year as well. But Campbell Canada was instrumental in our last campaign and was very generous in doing some matching contributions of food, and we were just delighted to have them join us again.
I'm picturing Purolater helping to deliver these millions and millions of pounds of food. Pretty good call to get them on board as a sponsor. The campaign starts officially now, runs through until May the 11th, but we started here internally at Shaw a couple weeks ago now.
We did. We've been going at this for about 4 weeks now, and we've had some fun campaigns with our staff here just to generate food, and we're really pleased that right across the island we were able to generate almost 5,000 pounds of food with the campaign we had for staff donations coming in, and some fun contests and fun activities around that. So we're happy to kick that off again, and we'll continue that spirit throughout the rest of the campaign.
And that's when the public now can start getting involved. A lot of the fun activities that happened within Shaw, the staff here are now going to reach outside of the company. And if you have any ideas on how you can generate food or money, we take money too, to help put food on the tables of Canadian families, we'd like to hear from you. There's a contact number across your screen right now. Doug, thank you very much, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more and hearing more from you later as we continue with Together is Amazing. Fill the Foodbanks campaign 2012 that is now underway. In the meantime, though, jellyfish are jiggly little fellows. They're quite fascinating too. Jen Moranitz has more on them from the Shaw Ocean Discovery Center down in beautiful Sydney by the Sea. But first, we're heading over to Gabriola Island for Lulu's Local. It all started, well, with a fundraiser and a beer. Annette Lucas has more. This is the Daily on Shaw TV, Channel 4. I'm Kate Bergen. Together is amazing. It truly is. There are thousands of Canadian families who don't have enough food to put on their table on a regular basis, and that means children. Can you imagine not having enough food to give your children enough food that they need? That's a reality for many families across the country, and Together is Amazing. Fill the Foodbanks campaign 2012 is setting out to do something about that, and we're all doing it together. Jenny Hansen has been with Shaw for about 7 years now, and we're talking about collecting millions of pounds of food. How do we actually get that onto the tables of Canadians who need it?
It's great. Shaw's staff is so committed to this campaign. They're all willing to volunteer their time, pick up the food from any of the locations that or events that we have attended. It's going to be great. They're just going to pick up all the food, take it to the food drives.
And that's truckfuls. I know this is the second time we've done this campaign. We raised 2.6 million pounds of food in 2010, and that translates into truckload after truckload after truckload. And as Jenny, you said, it is the Shaw volunteers, the Shaw staff that make it actually happen. Before it can be delivered, though, it does have to be collected. There's endless number of ways that we can get this food ready to be delivered.
Oh, we make it easy for you, actually. You can go into our website, www.togetherisAmazing.com, and there's a space on there where you can actually make monetary donations. That website's going to be continuously updated as well with events that Shaw will be taking part in as well. We'd appreciate your support in coming out. Together we can make a huge difference to these food banks.
Now the campaign right now is in its early stages. It runs through until May the 11th, and there's lots of ideas still being formulated, and there's still time for anybody, you perhaps, to put something forward to make this happen.
Absolutely, and actually this year Shaw has actually got the food drive is actually on Shaw YouTube. If you click on that and you watch that YouTube video on our food drive, you actually are donating $1. Shaw will donate $1 for every unique click on that website.
Wow.
As well, Campbell's will donate a pound of food. So just by watching that YouTube video that launches on April 12th, it's going to be an awesome opportunity to do your part in this food drive.
And Jenny, thank you. I know you've been volunteering a lot of your time through Shaw to help fill the food banks across Canada. Together is Amazing runs until May the 11th. If you want to do an easy thing to contribute, just check out Shaw's YouTube channel, click on the video, watch it. Shaw will donate $1, and Campbell's Company of Canada will then match it with 1 pound of food. We'll have a little bit more coming up on Fill the Food Banks 2012. In the meantime, here's Alexandria Stewart. It's time for Arts Now. That brings us to the end of this edition of The Daily. Together is Amazing. Fill the Food Banks runs until the end of Hunger Awareness Week, which is May the 11th. You can get information on all of the activities as they develop at togetherisAmazing.com. Don't forget to check out Shaw's YouTube channel. Every unique view will get $1 and a pound of food to fill the food banks across the country. I'm Kate Bergen, thanking you for watching The Daily. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next time.